Yo, 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 yo. Thanks for tuning in. We're going to be live soon with Pasquale in this episode. Shout out to Threatnique for the background music. Absolute mastermind extraordinaire. Producer, DJ, creative. Really cool. Pasquale in the place to be right now.
Oh, hey, you there?
Am I coming through?
How are we? Yeah, I see you.
Good, bro.
In this tune?
Yeah. We played some
Nice.
Threatnique.
Is this the Grayscale playlist that you got?
This one is, I've just been selecting off like just the laptop, like stuff that I had saved. This one's Joe Ramada. You've got to shoot me some and then I like play it, because I was just having like a bit of, I guess, a radio before we started streaming.
Yeah.
And and then just playing some tracks. I was like, maybe before the stream, like before the guest joins in the future, I'll just like the first kind of half hour or so.
And then do a bit of DJ set.
Yeah. Because I miss doing the radio, like when I used to do it with Sharp.
What radio was that?
That was on not WKCR, 2SCR.
Are we live right now?
Yeah, we're live.
Are we live? Oh, so this is it. We started. Oh,
we have started. Well, we're in the pre game, you know.
Yeah. We're in the 10 minutes of mandatory chit chat before business.
Yeah. Mandatory. So I got this prep screen here where, like, if people if they kind of comment at all, we can come back to this screen, the lounge, and then check in with them.
Perfect.
But yeah, we join with Pasquale, the first official live that's actually going to work. Because for people that aren't aware, Pasquale and I, let me flip to this screen. Pasquale and I have joined each other before. This is our third episode.
Third.
Which to me is still good. Like I'll record one every weekend. But yeah, like we said, we got to document.
Third time. Perfect, bro.
And now we're on the new platform. Like, shout out to Restream. Big shout out to them for like being the host right now. You can get this. We have this nice little subscribe QR code at the bottom. Like, if you want to subscribe, you can do it right there and then. And then let me
hit that. Right quick.
Click that. Hit that button.
Boom. What do we subscribe? Type my email to subscribe to you. I think I already get emails from you
on Substack. Yeah. You might already be.
Yeah. That's all right. Autofill, subscribe. That's Oach.
Yeah. But yeah, this is us, bro. This is thank you for coming in again. And I got some newer things as well I wrote some notes down actually.
You're more than welcome, bro. It's always a pleasure coming in and chatting to you, cooking it up. We've had some, as you said before, bro, this is really the third time. So
this is us, bro. But third time's charm, that's what they always say.
Third time's a charm, baby.
And we don't have a young Jamie, Joe Rogan, he's got young Jamie on his side, If something goes wrong, he's like, young Jamie's got it. But here it's Zeke, it's double Zeke, and the Zeke minion out the back. I got him working there overtime, the Chinaman.
The mini-me.
Hey, shut up back there. It's back there sometimes. He tries to break out and escape, but
does he hear any banging?
Yeah, he said he's gonna rise up.
Huh? Yeah. Either the nonno next door bashing down the Cordelettes or
no, thankfully no, but I hear him when they get up and it's like, it's him because it's like he's got the walking stick. You're hearing 3 steps instead of 2, Well, I'm hoping it's a walking stick or else it's something else that's real big. He's rocking. You actually had the craziest dish of pasta, bro. How was you made that yourself?
Oh yeah. So my dad loves seafood pasta, right? So he loves like on the fishmonger. Like every time he's like sort of up at Maroubra Junction. I'm in Maroubra for all those of you wondering.
Yep.
He goes up the fish market and he picks out some fresh seafood. whatnot. And he comes back and he's like, "Oh, I'm making a pasta, you know." So bit of linguine, like cook it down, bit of sauce, bit of homemade passata, you know, white wine deglaze, some garlic, some shallot. Yeah.
Crazy. The white wine deglaze, that's the sophisticated part that people don't, you know? Yeah.
Bro, that's only the rustic, quick sort of, you know, we just go fishmonger, buy some fresh seafood. I still got the frozen stock, bro, that I made from like Christmas. I had all the leftover ones, bro, and I like made it into a stock. So that's when I'm like getting real bougie. I have a
prawn stock?
Yeah, bro. Seafood stock with the prawn shells and the lobster shells.
Yeah.
So make like a stock and then like cook that down in the some garlic, some onions, cook that down.
That's kind of like a chowder.
Really nice. Simmer for like an hour and then, you know, cook up the pasta, toss it through.
Yeah. Damn.
Unreal.
Damn, that's crazy.
Bit of cream, bro. Bit of cream.
Yeah.
Some cooking cream.
Yeah. You're a big fan of seafood. Like, I feel like that's
when I get really bougie. This was just like the quick, you know, bit of parsley, bit of garlic.
This is the Italian on the run.
Seafood.
That was the Italian on the run.
Yeah, on the run. This is the 10-minute, you know, rustic joint, bro.
Yeah. The village joint.
Are you eating? You're in Italy yourself.
I am. I'm here.
You're in the homeland,
bro.
Eating. You need my butt though.
I mean,
but you do love a panini.
I do. Yeah, I had to boycott panini since I had one with prosciutto, and the prosciutto just didn't agree with me.
No.
It turned on me though.
Oh no. Yes. Oh no.
Yeah.
Bro,
you can't be getting the paninis at the end of the day. That's the thing. Like at the Paninoteca, like you're getting like the ones at the end of the day. They've been sitting there like for a while, and I mean it's a risk. Like you know, you might get a discount, but you're risking it all. You're putting it all on the line for that panini, and I just can't. So.
No, that's the worst. So now you're off of.
Yeah, I'm kind of like, oh, I gotta. Yeah, I'll sort of enjoy where I do, but I go to this food spot. It's like local. A lot of people like don't really know about it, but you just line up in the morning, and then like you like a full bag. They give you like all kinds of stuff. Yesterday I got some cheeses, like fresh cheese, like mozzarella and different things like that. I mean, a lot of the time, fruits. Yeah. You always get something crazy. Yeah. So, I mean, it's kind of good to go there because you get a mix, and then whatever's seasonally kind of in the mix, like fruits.
What fruits in season?
I guess like I feel like it's bananas and kiwis. Funnily enough, they got a lot of like my fridge is full of. If you open the fridge, it's like the opposite of Kanye's fridge with nothing in it. It's just full of kiwis. Like all this fucking kiwi fruits full out. But kiwi fruit's good actually. Good like fruit. A lot of people don't know, but you can eat a kiwi fruit before bed, and it increases melatonin. There's a little fun fact since we last spoke right there.
Yeah, bro. I actually got these high chews, bro. Kiwi.
Oh, the kiwi high chew. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, bro. You get these when you go on cinema or something, bro. You just like weigh like a couple packets.
Wait, are they THC? No.
No.
I was like,
these are just like I don't know. These like Japanese. You can buy them at like Japanese sort of stores. Even convenience stores. A lot of them sell them now.
Shout out to Haichu if you guys have been to Japan.
Haichu. No, what was I going to say, bro? They got artichokes at the moment.
They actually, they actually did. I actually made. What did I make with the artichoke? I've been just like roasting them, and it's the best, bro. The stem. When you roast the artichoke is crazy. It like totally changes. It turns into this like real nice, like it has so much flavor.
You got to show me when to back.
Yeah. Crazy vegetable. There's some random like you wouldn't see that in the wild. You would never guess it's a vegetable.
No, it's crazy. Hey, you have to peel all the leaves back, and you got to take the inside. Do you like dunk it? You got to rinse it in like lemon water or something.
You can rinse it in lemon water. Like I tried it the first time, and then the second time I tried it without lemon water. I didn't really see a difference. I guess it's like you want it to be moist because it can dry out. So if you do it, I did it in like a tomato paste, you know, and then like I just threw it in the oven and then just roasted that sucker on nice and slow, and then
nice.
Yeah. So it was good. It was good. I mean, eggplants they got here, which is real nice as well. Like I really like the eggplants that they got in Italy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. And I mean, obviously tomatoes, like it's just fucking it's pouring. It's like trickling out of this every pore, man.
My daughter, fuck, bro.
Yeah.
I used to go like I'd have a day at the beach and I used to just go to the spot and buy like a pack of cherry tomatoes and just sit on the beach, just like
it's the best.
It's like popcorn at the cinema, bro.
Fully, it's Italian popcorn.
Or at the beach, crazy.
Yeah, Italian cinemas are the worst to clean, bro. It's like all kinds of unconventional snacks.
Yeah, bro. There's fucking like focaccias everywhere.
Anchovies and shit on the ground. It's like, whoa, who was watching the movie? An octopus?
Yeah,
what's going on here? What did you think? If anyone's watching, if anyone tunes in as well and they've watched it, but like the stand-up special that I tried experimenting, you know.
Oh yeah, that was funny. I had that on in the background when I was working the other day.
That's perfect. That's exactly what it's for. Like, did any bits make you giggle? Be honest.
A lot of bits. I was like, damn, you really said that? I'm like, all right.
Okay, that's okay. That's okay.
I laughed at the idea of you actually doing it. I was like, fuck, like just thinking about like what would be in your head, you saying it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like that's what made me laugh. The actual jokes, nah, bro. I'm sorry. He's straight.
Yeah.
I
bombed,
but like
bro.
Actual style of it, I did find funny, bro.
Okay, that's cool.
Like,
it's something that I would want to do. Like,
because I know you know what I mean? So I was just like laughing with you at you, like just fucking going, telling just shit jokes, you know?
Yeah. For the act of it. Yeah. And that's all part of it. I'm like,
it was funny.
Bombing.
The act of it was funny. It was kind of like taking your time and you're like calling people in the crowd and like,
With the laugh tracks, I was cooking, bro. I was cooking up. I'm like having to line them up and shit.
When they first started, it's like filmed in front of a live studio audience.
Yeah. Yeah, it was actually some of them like just lined up like naturally. What I kind of understood like is that like there's like a rhythm to it as well. And even if the jokes weren't hitting, there's like spots where they were meant to hit, like where the punchline where it is, but my punchlines are really shit. But it's funny because it's like a rhythm. You know, it's like like the actual way that a comedy show goes, you know?
Yeah. Did you run a little script for it?
I just like I just did it on the spot. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was just like that sort of vibe. I'm like just that night.
And then you just put it together.
There was one cut throughout. The rest was just all one take.
Oh, okay, mad.
That's why it was just kind of a challenge. I was like, I just want to kind of just push myself to do it. And then I really want to do it like in front of people. I want to bomb like in front of like just people, bro. Because I mean, I've already bombed before when I had to try and do the cover of Mos Def like for one of my first few performances. And I tried doing I'm pretty sure it was Black on Both Sides. It only has one N-word in it. So I would skip it. But like but anyone that knows that track, I'm surprised I didn't get like booed off stage. Everyone just let me have my piece. I did that, and then I hit the cover of it was Untitled by Kendrick from that album. I think it was like track 14. This was like a friend of mine. I don't know if you met Janavi.
No, I don't think so.
Okay. She was performing a lot more. And then she invited me to like not open. She invited me to. I was the closing act, kind of.
Right.
But
what is she doing?
She's like Erykah Badu style kind of vibe, like real soulful R&B vibe. She doesn't really perform anymore. Like shout out to Janab, she's got a kid, which is really cool. But during that time, we were kind of living in the same house. I was living in this fucking crazy studio with like there was 4 of us in there. And
what was that?
There was this in Stanmore. I was living in a studio, like an art studio.
True.
And it was basically an old office, like a building where, you know, like office workers. It'd be like all cubicles and shit. But imagine it like totally cleared out, and it was just like the office setup with like the landlines ready and a kitchen, shower and stuff. Yeah. And then we're just like up in. It was the best, bro. The downstairs studio was huge. It was like I had a whole garage, you know.
That's cool.
It was peak. I actually on the wall before we left, I painted this huge mural of Miles Davis. Like there's an album cover of him. Oh, I'm pretty sure it was Miles Davis, but there's one old jazz artist, and his album cover is like a picture of him like this. It's like faces silhouetted with his pink. He's got a pink hand. Yeah, I painted that like huge mural just downstairs. I was like, fuck it. I'm just going to do it, bro. Yeah.
Send it to me.
Yeah.
Send me the
album. Still got pictures, but I'll send the album through actually. Let me.
Yeah.
Maybe we could.
You don't have to do it right now.
I kind of want to find it. Let's have a bit of a search. You can see the screen as well.
See the screen.
But silhouette. It was definitely like one of these vibes. But now I'm like, I don't know. At this time, like a lot of the, like it wasn't this, which is why I'm thinking that it wasn't him actually. Maybe it was like Fela Kuti actually.
I'm gonna Spotify right now. Going to follow.
Not Fela Kuti. The last thing
I'm also getting a bit of feedback because you're doing the chef thing.
Oh yeah, it might be because of this feedback. That true. Yeah, I can't exactly recall, but either way, it was cool to kind of have that.
That's
and at that time
that would have been a mad spot because then I remember you were near the hospital RPA. Was it Chippendale?
We were in Stanmore. You know the McDonald's?
You're opposite
on Parramatta Road.
Yeah, McDonald's. Yeah, Stanmore. Okay, yeah.
Well, opposite. But
you're opposite the Oportos.
Not the Oportos.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. Wait, which place was I living in when I was opposite the Oportos? Actually, Marrickville, Oportos.
No, not Marrickville.
I can't remember, but no, it was near
RPA hospital.
Okay, yeah, I guess so. Maybe I had never picked that as like a point of reference, but we were like,
maybe you were staying with someone. You had heaps of art. I come to pick up some art for you.
Oh yeah. The
Wu-Tang.
Where was it? Oh, this was still on Stanmore, on Parramatta Road, but this was in like the New York style pad, right? Yeah, that was cool. Yeah, I was staying with Michael. Yeah, that was dope. Yeah, that was different. That was peak, bro. That was a peak spot. Like on the wave of my progression, that was a real beautiful spot, bro. Staying there was cool in some ways and then bad in others, but for the most part, it was really cool. Yeah. I mean, that was the spot where I found this person who had dumped that like $1,000 Xbox, just like, you know,
True.
Which to this day, bro, I'm like, I should have kept it. Like, I'll show
what did you do? What Xbox was?
I'll show it. You'll lose your mind. It was this joint, bro.
That's cold, bro. The Halo 2, bro.
Yeah, we had the box and the box. This was the box. It was I lost my mind, bro. I was like, I cannot believe it.
That's the OG.
Yeah. The OG one. I found it downstairs, and then I started finding like all this shit. Like someone's wife just like, or someone died, and his wife just like left all of his shit. Like I was finding. What I found, that wasn't even it, bro. I found like the Star Wars edition Xbox 360, the R2D2 one.
Crazy.
And it was random, dude. It was so random because the day that we came home, like Mike and I had just like finished a job, so he drives into the car park.
No, it's cold.
This was cold. The Xbox, the controller wasn't there, but we we like drive into the car park, right? There's like there's a huge dump of loot. And I'm like, bro, because I've been looting, this spot where people dump stuff like for a while, because I always find something crazy. Mike's like, hey, it's just more junk, I'm like, nah, something tells me it's like not just junk this time. So I like go around. Bro, it's a box full of like, I'm talking, he even had like old like OG Blu-rays. Like he had Halo Legends on Blu-ray, like, which is this old like Halo fan films. But then he had, I saw in this Xbox there, and I was like, holy shit, like this is worth a lot of money. Like this is like a fucking grail for people.
Yeah.
And I remember like just taking all this shit and bring it all upstairs, bro. The lounge there, if you remember the lounge room area, it was full of just loot. Like I had just like fucking just finished the dungeon and just had gotten this rewards, bro. And so, but it helped me because like at the time I just wasn't finding work as well. So like, it was like, I just needed something to like just get the rent. Yeah. Like I sold the Xbox for $1,000 and every week I was just like selling stuff. Cause he was like a gamer who collects limited edition games. So, with the limited edition pre-orders, you get all like the limited box art and like boxes and shit, toys, like, all this stuff, bro. All this stuff. And I got annoyed because like I went back the next couple of days, like it kept getting more and more. And then one of my friends who lives in the complex, she's like, you missed it. Like he had a bunch of old PlayStations that like, were down there. I was like, damn, bro. Like there was another loot drop.
Why were they just dumping that stuff?
I never, the weirdest thing, bro, is like this part was actually weird. So I'm going through this stuff that night. I bring it all upstairs and I find like containers of like, he had also personal items. Like I'm talking like receipts. Like this dude was like, what I understood after a bit of like CIA kind of, research, like this guy was like an Asian dude. He was a big businessman. He had to have been a big businessman because he had a stack of credit cards like this, bro. I'm not even joking. Like they were all in this container and it was like, you open it, like pull out this big stack, like all expired, but like American Express, like all of the fucking, I'm like, what is going on here, bro? It was so random. Like he had like financial stuff as well. Like, I mean, he had all these financial plans, like booklets of just like, account keeping and shit. Like the dude was on point. I'm like saying like, he was like, whatever he was, he either owned a business or he owned like, other people. He was doing like accountant work.
He fucked up or had to just get out of there real quick, smart.
Bro. Crazy. It was weird.
Everything behind.
So just dumped it all and like dumped his finances and shit. And like, who knows, bro? I'll never get the answers. But yeah, it was really random because I remember like opening that container and I'm like, damn, bro. Like I'm a millionaire. I got someone else's credit cards and shit. But it's like, obviously they're all expired and whatnot.
Yeah.
And like, it was just so strange. Such a strange like thing that happened there. And like I found an iPhone in that same dump pile, like old iPods that were still working. Like it was just, I was like, what is going on here? People are people that rich that are living here? They're just like, if you go through like a rich person's like dumpster, you find like gold earrings and shit. So
and they just can't be bothered, eh? They just get rid of it.
Random, dude. So random. But that was, that era, that Stanmore era.
Graded from the Xbox One and just dumped everything else.
It's crazy. It's so and like I said, I found like that Xbox controllers, that Halo 2 Xbox. Some stuff I still have, thankfully. Like some stuff I was not going to throw out, like Chinese versions of Halo, like the Halo 2, but the China one.
We got to run that.
You need, you definitely, I think you can. You just need like the NTSC-J version of the console. You can't play it on the PAL. You need a specific.
I don't know what any of that means, bro, but when you're back in Sid, bro, we got to do the LAN party.
Bro, we're definitely doing a LAN party, bro. And like,
have you seen some of the LAN parties I sent you on Instagram?
Yeah, of course.
And the dude's like the roof, bro. He's like,
it's like that era, bro. But yeah, so I found some stuff that like I found the metal case version of Halo 2. I don't know if that's coming up on the.
Yeah, I remember that one. I think I had that one.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't think. Maybe it's at Corey's because I know I get Corey.
Everyone that was an OG had the metal cased fucking Halo.
Yeah.
I inherited my first one from my uncle, actually, and it was all beaten up and shit. I was like, "Is this how it like comes in the box?" But
no. Yeah, I swear, every kid who had that, it was always fucking bashed up, bro.
yeah.
It was kind of like an aluminium like case, though. It was like
exactly
Coke, easy to like. Fucking bash.
It was real
swear. And it had all heaps of scratches and shit on it. I'm like, bro, it stays on the shelf.
Yeah, but the OG one is actually blank. Like it's like no dents, it's not distressed at all. Like it's pretty smart. Hey, I feel like I think they made it so that it like does that, because when you look at the blank one, like I'll pull it up. When you look at the blank one, it's like so fresh, but then it very quickly becomes like this. There we go. Yeah, like that's obviously what it looks like after it's a bit distressed.
Maybe it comes distressed, but maybe that. No, see that little hot dent, bro?
Which is that?
There's like a dent.
The dent there.
Yeah, is that common? Yeah, is that common in all of them?
No, it can't be, because the one I have is blank. The one that I have, it's like not got a single scratch, because it actually had like when you got it.
Yeah. Some of them are actually weathered.
Yeah. This was the Chinese English version.
Crazy.
It's the Chinese Halo text. I'm like, yo, that is a tattoo, bro. Yeah, and it had all the manuals and stuff as well. It was really cool, bro. All I've wanted to do, bro, I'm just trying to find like a freaking controller here, like in Milan, so I can play fucking Star and stream it like Star Wars: The Complete Saga. I feel like how a crack fiend feels, dude. I'm like, is this how crackheads feel?
Did you have a live stream like somehow where we can both play?
We could. I mean, with that one, I don't think you can play online. With the one on the PC is the one thing. So that's the one thing I need to figure out, like, because it's kind of the way it's installed in that. But there's a way that we could play something online.
Like, even if I don't have to be in the camera, you could play, but I could just be on with you.
We could still like hit the stream and then just like chop it up.
Yeah, like we could just play online. And like we can talk, even though if I'm not coming through to the screen.
Oh yeah, to the stream. Yeah, we could do that. We could also just like have you jump on like the actual stream, like fuck it, it'd be fun anyway.
I'll run YouTube and I'll see how I can get what. I'll speak to you.
Yeah, because with Restream, it's kind of like it will be interesting to see how it works. But what I actually wrote down today. A few things I wanted to click on was one of the biggest thing in human history that I feel like I was watching Tim Dillon show. I don't know if you've seen that.
No.
But Tim Dillon's a stand-up, and he has a show similar to the Alex Jones show, which, Alex Jones, like, the celebrity kind of investigator at the time. He had the show where he'd like call out celebrities and shit. But, he was dropping a lot of like of these conspiracy facts. And I mean, one of the biggest human conspiracies just dropped, and it was this whole Epstein thing, which has been like, I've not read any of the emails because I'm like, I know it's human history and whatever, but it's also none of my business. And I'm like, I'll learn about it as we go. I don't really support people regardless. I mean, but
the whole thing, it's really like completely fucked up.
It's crazy. Like,
I honestly, I'm the same as you, bro. Like, I'm not reading into that. I'm not checking into that. For me, bro, like, it's kind of like an agenda thing, and they're trying to, like, I guess, make people more desensitized to that sort of shit. And I don't, like, say the way I live my life is like, I try to spread positivity and I try to consume positivity, bro. Like,
Yeah.
I understand this negative stuff, and I understand like you can't be ignorant about particular things and particular aspects. But I try to, if there's things that I can control in my everyday life to make the world around me, and then furthermore the world around that continues on so forth, like that's what I'm gonna do. You know, like, yeah.
It's true, and you should, but also what you said about like not being ignorant, because especially now I think it's important. Like if you're like behind the scenes, like there's two kind of takes, I guess, and it's like if you're someone who's in the public forum and you are like have a connection with people and a community, then it's important that you understand like what that situation is, because like if you go and support someone now who is part of that, then it will reflect, like it's inevitable, it will reflect terribly on you. If you have a community, if you're kind of behind the scenes, then it's sort of like that's the persona, like you don't really need to read into it, I think. So that's kind of like two kind of takes. But I do think that like, look, I mean, the way that like you can acknowledge it at the surface level, some people want to really read into it, and I'm like, that's up to you. If you're an individual who wants to look at the email list, like I'm just like, go ahead. But I think, at the superficial level, to know and then to be like, okay, and I mean, I try and approach it.
Be aware, so then like say you don't fuck with or like interact, like people who have been, in and around that sort of business,
Part of that, But like even like Tim Dillon said, it's like it's an industry. Like it's as crazy as it sounds to say. Like they literally made an industry out of like blackmail. It's like the wildest thing, And I mean, one thing I want to point out is my man, Michael Jackson, was not on the Epstein list. Okay. You know how there was this era, everybody was talking about Michael. He wasn't on the,
and apparently he was actually helping.
Like he was a Jedi the whole time. He's a fucking Jedi. Okay. People get it crazy. But anyway, like, and Tim Dillon was kind of like talking about it as well. And he's like, it's just like, I don't know, some of the stuff he says is wild, but that thing, I feel like as that's like come out, hopefully it's kind of woken some people up as well. Cause like, there's some people that like think are living in this like Candyland world, that everything that the media tells us is like true. And I mean, if that's the case, then like, damn, that's really an awakening moment. Hopefully some people, it's kind of like added some fire to their like life in a way, because they're like, whoa.
Because I know there's like a lot of people, especially our generation, that are, more inclined to, understand, I don't know, they're not conspiracies, bro. But like, call best compared to older generations who hopefully they start to be like, oh shit, I was lied to my whole life, But that there is a big sort of like awakening in that sense, which is sort of like good to see.
It is cool in that way,
And the collective consciousness, bro, is just like everyone sort of, you just got to spread positivity, bro, because that's what's really going to, at the end of the day, is the only thing that can beat the negativity, bro. You just pushed into that the agenda's pushing it. Well, so it's kind of like, I don't know.
It's definitely a tricky one, bro, because like
rabbit hole that we could delve into, and like, I don't know, if you want to speak conspiracies, I'm probably not the best person to bring on the show, unless we do some little and know what we want to speak about, because we can get real, but like, I'm just like,
no, I feel like we can keep on the tour bus, It's like when you're on the tour bus and you drive past, it's like, oh, look, there he goes. Yeah. And like you said, you're not like big into conspiracy.
Pop it up in person. We'll pick each other's brains about some crazy shit. But
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. I think like I said, you're either going to be like one or two people. Like some people really they really love this whole like conspiracy thing and like the moon landings and things. But then other people are kind of more focused on like the Earth.
Yeah. Well, I mean, bro, like even we could get into things like still being alive and shit like that, or like him as like not actually being killed, not whether or not he's alive now, but like just he could get everywhere and anywhere, bro.
Yeah, I do think we'll touch on that real quick. But what do you think?
Yeah,
you think he's alive? You think he made an escape?
I don't know if he'd still be alive now, but I think he definitely escaped, bro.
Yeah, I was like he was too like conniving.
A lot of those high-ranking Germans and shit, bro. If they weren't recruited, like all the scientists and shit, if they weren't recruited to go work for America or like Russia or anyone as scientists, bro, then they definitely, had the money and power to escape. They go live in South America somewhere.
That's crazy. Imagine that, like you committed criminal atrocities, and then you just kind of get to like escape to South Africa and like live it up, sip mimosas on the beach.
Yeah,
it's hard, bro. The world is like evil people win. A lot of the time, like good always prevails, but I feel like the win for evil in the world is like very, very sharp and peaked. Like it doesn't last long, but I mean, it just like it does happen. So it's one of those things. But I mean, like it's nothing that crazy. People like us that want to like do things that are positive. It's just like you just acknowledge it and keep moving forward. Like you just use that as fuel.
Yeah. No, of course.
Because
then, like, the more that we hone in about it and stuff, it's like we're just, spreading that negativity.
Yeah, and it just like adds to your energy. Like,
it just honestly, when you delve into that shit, bro, it personally for me, bro, it makes me fucking mad. You like hear and read about all this fucked up shit. You're like, pardon my French.
Sure. You're just like, this is fucked. That just makes me like
the worst.
Yeah, it's hard as well.
So like I'm ignorant towards it, but like for me, bro, it's like I'm not gonna add to, spreading negativity. And yeah.
And so for you, that's just like rather just not talk about.
Take on things, bro.
I just think that like it's kind of like this thing happens when you satisfy like the hierarchy of needs, and it's like. When your basic survival, like for most people, it's like you got to make money to survive. And so like they go throughout life, like that's what you do. That's your calling. You get a family, but you still have to like make money, survive. That's like the primordial kind of code for like your existence. But at some point, like, and if you're smart and like if you play the game right, it's like you end up making more than enough money to survive. So now survival and making money is not like a thing. It's not like it's not like an incentive. And when that happens, it's like you find new things, whether it's like items or like, different like products or things like that. But it's kind of like because we constantly progress, eventually when you're at the very top, like the only thing that stimulates you is like just fucked up shit. Like you got to go into the woods, you all got to get naked and sacrifice goats because nothing else like is as stimulating as that. That's like the reality of that. And so, that there's like a group of people that have figured out some kind of way, like by playing the game and by constructing the game, I guess, to be at the top. And then like at the top, they just kind of turn into kids. Like what would fucked up evil kids do, right? If they had
ruled the entire world,
That's it really, because like we just kids. It's like once you because you have to make money, that's what makes you an adult, like the idea that you have to make money. But if we didn't have to make money, we'd just all be kids, everyone would just be like playing around and shit. So it's like I think people forget or don't realize that like the people at the top are just like really big kids that have still like expectations, thankfully, and the ones that lose the plot completely, like there's no expectation, they'll start doing whatever they want, like making beef jerky out of kids. Dude, it's like it's horrendous. So it's part of what's like amazing about humans, because like it makes creatives who they are, like Jim Carrey, but it's also like, it's the evil. It can be like the absolute most evil. So that's just part of the ride, bro. It's like, just, it's like
100%, bro. And then, I guess, like everything's spiritual too. So it's like, if what you live your life the way you want to live it, and then hopefully at the end of the day, you can be proud of yourself,
You'd hope
like,
so. Yeah. Are you like spiritual? I don't think I've ever asked that.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, pretty spiritual, to be honest.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. You used to do you go to church with the fam, or you visit church?
No, I don't go to church.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to go to church, but
when I was younger, I used to with my nonna, like when
me
she
too.
was around.
Yeah.
Spiritual in terms of just like more the universe, and like that sort of side of things.
Like frequency kind of. Do you believe that there's like most of the stories of like, say, God, or is it more of like you believe the teachings and the morals?
Yeah, definitely like the morals. Like, but then when you think about things like some of those stories, right? They're probably like, they would have had to originate somewhere, right? But then whether they've just been like amplified, So like, for example, like what Noah's Ark, where he takes all those animals and like saves them from a flood, like every two animals of every kind on earth, like that's a bit like over the top. But like when you think about, say, the idea of a massive flood taking over the earth, right? Think about like there's giant floods that happen like every year in Australia. You know what I mean? Like think about something similar to that, where an entire region is just absolutely swamped, and some dudes made a giant boat and he saved a bunch of people and a bunch of animals, and then they've written this heroic story about him. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
I feel like that is the case as well, because like humans love, like we since the dawn of time, we've loved like cinema, right? Theater.
Yeah.
We painted things on cave walls that maybe didn't like, real animals, but it's like, a bunch of stick humans with things and then a huge wildebeest, right? But it's like the wildebeest really like fucking 10 times a human.
Exactly.
As such. So actually, I guess like, maybe I haven't linked it like that before, but I feel like that's really relevant.
And then like things such as like parables and stuff, bro. Like I think like lessons from that. Most definitely. Whether it's, from any religion, any sort of story, like I think they give you a good sense of like curiosity, but also like how to sort of like live your life,
Yeah,
and,
it's the curiosity. I think that's genius.
Yeah. What about yourself?
The way that, well, I think I've always been like curious, and I've never like put it out of my mind, because weird things have always like happened, in my life. So it's like, and just too weird for me to think that, it's complete like just an account of randomness, it's like serendipitous, the way that like things kind of paved out, in the bad and the good,
Yeah, like something bad happens to you, but then it's like you don't look at it like that, because without then like 6 months later something good will happen, you realize, oh shit, that bad thing didn't happen back then like I wouldn't be in this position now, so it's like you never know what's going to like open from those situations. And in terms of that, like you gotta stay positive, and you got to be like, oh shit, like fuck, like this happened, but like what does that lead to? Like don't let it.
There's always a bounce back. It's like physics, right? Every action has an opposite or equal reaction. So it's like, so every little like drop in the pond creates a ripple. I was talking about this in like I had a shout out to Dennis Rock's podcast, but join their stream, and they were talking about this like the ripple effect,
Yeah. And then, because then, what were we talking about last time? Where it's like you want to be here, right? And this is where you are, and it's like you know where you want to be, but you don't know how to get there. You just take each step at a time, bro. And you may think the path goes this way, but it doesn't. The path goes like this, bro, and you never know what's going to be, what obstacles are got to overcome. Whether like all this negative shit might happen or something bad, but it's like, bro, that's in that negative thing happening to you is one of the most important stepping stones into leading you to where you want to be. You know, so
it's just like failure is the only way that you learn, right? I mean, like, you know, it's definitely it's the hardest way, but also realistically speaking, like you have to fail the math test to be better at the math test. Otherwise you pass, you know?
And you're like, oh shit, like, I need to scrub up on this. I don't know my I don't know my pi. Oh my
damn, bro, I forgot what 12 times 12 is, man. 144. Got that shit. Wait, is that 100?
Got that shit on lock.
I hope so. You don't know how long I had to like, you know, when like did your parents make you do that, like rewriting the math, like times tables thing, like 1 times 1 is 1.
Yeah.
Oh my god, bro.
Yeah,
I think
we had to do that in class as well, like in primary school.
Yeah,
I think like each week we had to do like a different number or something.
Right.
Yeah.
See, that's better because for me it was like when I got home, I couldn't play anything, no Xbox until I do like this thing, and I don't know why, dude. I'd always get something wrong. Like I was, for some reason, mathematics and my mind have just never connected. Like it's just, I will never truly understand like what it is. I feel like it's kind of like trauma because when I was young, I would like fail math and then get like it'd be like either a slap or like now you gotta go and practice for hours.
You gotta work the till at the Greek restaurant, bro.
Like please don't let me work the till, bro.
Tips and stuff. We need you to know mathematics,
bro. I'd be like, please don't make me work the till. I can't calculate change, man. Now we got better, thankfully. I pushed part of being a business person is you have to be good at maths because it's the ultimate truth, really. Like, 1 + 1 is always 2. That's the thing.
We're lucky that we get calculators and stuff. Like,
thank the Lord.
So it's like utilizing the gadgets that we have.
And what I kind of started to understand is that like math is just like pattern. It's like really the number denotes part of like what the pattern is. I had to try and understand it and articulate it in my own way. It's like 1 + 1 is 2 because of the way that pattern works of number, and the sign that we attach. So, which sounds almost more complex than just the regular sort of thing.
Yeah, I think you got like a little touch of autism or something, bro.
It's something,
this has to be the pattern,
it's something crazy. So I just had to try and understand it like that. SpongeBob wasn't teaching me enough mathematics when I was watching it as a kid.
Bro.
What can I say?
He was just teaching you the fight. What is it? The campfire song, bro.
The magic conch shell.
But that shit's just like in your brain.
The campfire song. I can't even wait. What is the camp? I know this.
Brain. CAMPFIRESONG song.
Oh my god. Okay. Oh no, the one I got stuck in my head. It's like F is for friends who do stuff together. U is for you. U is for you.
Sample that and then put like some heavy 808s over that.
Yeah.
Make that into a crazy track.
Yeah. I used to watch a lot of
watch Kanye stumble across this podcast and do that, bro.
You see his show in New Mexico?
No, I didn't.
It's good. It's
I saw
really
a couple snippets, but
yeah. I didn't watch the whole thing. Like there's some guy who, bless him, bro, he uploaded the whole thing on YouTube, which is great. But so I watched a lot of it I did one of the episodes and I was watching it, but it was cool, man. Like, he brought his daughter up on stage. The song that he started with, I feel like was really him, saying like, I'm back, in a big way. Just that he's back, I'm not expecting him to do anything like super crazy, but just the fact that he had this performance, I think it shows a lot because he hadn't really like kicked a performance like this, like a concert in a while, So
I'm pretty sure, bro, was it the stage was like some big round circle in the middle?
Yeah, it was like a moon.
Like, crazy dome thing. Like,
Wild.
yeah,
And it had like
yeah,
LEDs, the lights that would come down and like create a sphere, circle around
yeah.
the stage, like a force field.
No, yeah.
He's always nuts, bro. So
Sick.
you can never
I'll have
expect.
to check it out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's just cool to see that and like what he's wearing, you know, his vibe, like his kind of his stage presence. Which someone showed a video, and it was like him signing a flag, but the way he's moving is just hilarious. You know, it's like he's such a character. I feel like he's always got something
yeah,
funky going on. You know, just the way that Kanye moves is just the best. So,
yeah.
but yeah. So like anyway, back on like that other side of things. Yeah, the way that maths kind of scared me. I guess. We're talking about before maths, I guess. But one thing I was looking into recently was like the Meisner technique.
What's that?
The Meisner, so Sanford Meisner, let me get it up again. It's basically like an acting technique. And I really was starting to look into it like a few years back because of like the way that it's sort of like philosophical as well. But basically it's like the core philosophy. So I'm reading it here from what Gemini is kind of relaying, but it's like living in the moment. So the technique, it focuses on getting out of your head, and instead of pre-planning, you know, instead of thinking about how this needs to happen or like what I'm going to have to do, instead of pre-planning, you react genuinely to the performance, like to your scene partner in an act, but reacting genuinely to the situation. So active listening, basically it emphasizes the act of listening and responding rather than waiting for a cue to say a line, which would be like waiting, oh, like this is my cue, now I know what to say, you know, instead of like just being a listener. And then the third key point, it was like the external focus. So unlike method acting, like which relies on recalling, you know, your personal memories, like thinking, you know, more, the Meisner technique just focuses on like imagination, you know, like immediate things that are in the immediate source of stimuli in the scene, for example. Like, and now this is like, you know, this is acting, but it really just applies to life, bro. Because, you know.
Yeah, I was about halfway through you explaining that. I was like, I forgot you were even talking about acting, bro. Like acting technique. Yeah.
And it's really that, like, you know, because I was, you know, thinking about like, especially when you're creative, you know, if you're thinking all the time about like, what am I doing? Like, what does this sound like? It's like it takes you out of that moment, you know, especially in a performance. Like, you can't afford to do that.
Yeah. And when you do that, bro, it's sort of like you miss out on things if you're always like thinking about what's ahead. You're like, say for example, all of us are rushing during the day doing work, whatever you got to do, right? Bro, everyone loves coffee. Like actually taking that split second to take a sip and go, wow, you know, and enjoy that first sip properly instead of just on the go rushing. Not even like, you know, you're not even drinking that coffee like. You know, like, and that's like something people have 1 or 2 coffees a day. That's something that like make your day better every day.
Yeah.
You know,
you can really use it as
like that's like the very smallest like example of it, bro. Because then, you know, you've gone through the entire day and you haven't even like appreciated your coffee that you had this morning, you know, because you're too busy focused on everything else.
Yeah,
so you miss out on
the
small sort of things.
You know?
Yeah.
And I was so sick of like having moments where like, you know, because I would do it because I just feel like I was so focused, and you always are as a creative. You're thinking about like, oh, you know, the next moment, or like, what is this going to be for? You know, like I'm creating something now that's going to be for the future, but you have to train your mind to be able to think like, okay, yes, this is for the future. Now let me get in the driver's seat and drive, you know, and fucking push the buttons, and you know, because you miss like just connection. You know, I'd be like at an event or something like that, and I'd be like talking with people but not listening. So
because you're too focused on like, especially like say if it's a show that you've been curated, like you've curated organizing yourself, bro, and you're like thinking, oh, I've got to do this and that, and like, yeah,
it's like and that just comes with like time and preparation and whatnot. But I was like, when you're in front of a stage and in front of an audience, like, yeah, your job is to perform, but part of what the performance is like you need to connect. And I mean, if you're thinking about like, oh, what's my next line, or like what's the next song coming up, is it going to be good? It's like you're not thinking about like what you're doing, and I feel like a lot of artists like suffer from that, and it's sort of don't connect with the audience, or they're focusing on what they maybe have planned because they're not like prepared. So but
I guess that's hard in one aspect because they're trying to like put on the best performance as they can. So it's like so them locked into like, well, how would it be? It would be like them locked into what they got to do in that moment. And then once that's over, then they can look back on it, you know what I mean? And sort of appreciate it that way.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I get it. I think for you, bro, like if you're trying to have a conversation at like a fashion show and you're like talking to someone, it's like, yeah, but you got to get the models ready, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, there is a constraint. Sometimes life just
like,
So, but yeah, like, and that was kind of it. I read here, it says like core principles, the pinch and the ouch, which says you do not do anything unless the other person makes you do it. So the point is that your reaction is like in proportion to the action of another person. So that's kind of more like, and then, another core principle is like, don't do anything until something happens. So you're kind of like riding out a moment with someone, you're almost like you're both in it. And I'm like, that's also what like a creative conversation is. It's, I think, you're trusting in the other person that they're going to ride with you, because you don't know where unless you have if you have a decision prior to be like, I'm going to try and direct the conversation in this way. Fair enough if you're like directing the conversation, but part of what it is, like, you're riding, you're both on this journey, no destination.
But then like that, say for example, if you mention something, right, and then I go, oh shit, I've got something to say into response to that, but then you're still talking for a bit more. So then I'm like tapped in, like thinking, oh bro, when he's finished with this, and I'm gonna I like know what I'm gonna say, like speak about something else.
True. That's also part of the challenge, is like almost to not like, it's like, it's still, I guess you can reserve that also. The powerful thing is to just be like, it's okay, another idea will come. Like, let me just stay at the moment. And that's kind of where I was really trying to place myself in, like, because I'm like, there's so much potential in writing out the conversation. Like when I'm talking in class with like professors, it's like, if I just stay in that zone and just lock in and just enjoy the, where it's going, the conversation, and you end up talking about just crazy shit. And it's really kind of when you get inspired and I'll be talking with someone and then be like, immediately go to a notebook to write down, the ideas that we just kind of talked about, which is really cool. And I think that's the power of like this show. That's what I really want to kind of enjoy, is just like, it's like since we last spoke. I don't know how else to say it other than
since we last spoke.
The energy of that, and the energy of just doing things like playing a game, because I feel like that's such like a in the moment thing. You're like not playing the game for your life in a year or like in a week. You're playing it because like, I want to have fun now, so I'm just gonna I'm just gonna do that. So the master technique was really kind of interesting. I remember.
What made you think to bring that up?
It was definitely the because I've been focusing more on like, okay, like obviously I'm an artist where I want to make music and I want to like connect as well, most importantly. And I'm like, I don't want to be on stage and like not be connecting with the audience. I want to be able to like really like reciprocate the energy as well, and be like, just be in the moment, I think is the biggest thing. Because you can tell, when like when someone's not in the moment, like, and they're like rushing or they don't have patience, I think was a big thing with me. Because when I was younger, it was always like talk fast, and maybe because I was scared like that I was going to be judged, or, you know, had so much to say. So this kind of idea was just like be more patient and like more present. And then you
more
can
present,
kind of,
definitely.
you know,
More like appreciative and like, you know, by the small things. I admire.
Yeah, in a way, like I think I'm always like appreciative of even like negative things. It's just like how, you know, I'm geared to be. It's just, you know, because a lot of the time I'm like surfing the wave and I'm like, I don't know where it's gonna take me right now. But I mean, when you're kind of on the wave, I'm not a pro surfer. I don't know how to cancel out. So I'm just, I'm right. I know that you could Kelly Slater it and like, you know, you know, cut it back or whatever. But like for me, I'm just like, when the waves got me, I'm like riding it. So I'm just on that momentum. And that sort of thing. Momentum is a thing that I feel like Joe Rogan talks about it a lot, and I believe that, you know, for example, I feel like one big momentum thing that we get into is like when we train, you know, in the gym and stuff. That's like such a you know, you go through like phases, and it's like it's sometimes hard to like keep that momentum going of like gymming and exercise. You know, if it breaks, you definitely feel that like the momentum stopped. So, you know, like how do you find that as well? Like, what's your kind of, do you have like a routine for it? Do you like gym a certain amount of days a week?
In terms of training?
Yeah, because like I feel like fitness is for everybody, you know?
Well, I just train from home, bro. So from COVID, I got like weights just in the garage. So I will like be working, and then like I usually work from in the afternoons. I'll be out and about at work during the day in the morning, but then in the afternoon I'll be back doing like writing up reports and stuff. So I'll be sort of like incorporating some sort of training into that. Try to get like 3-4 days a week. Just depends, bro, because some days I'm busy with work. I've clock off from work and then I go straight to the studio, bro. And then like I'm doing recording, and then I'll be, you know, so it'll be like working from like 7 a.m. till like 11, 12 p.m. at night, like 3 or 4 days a week. So that can fuck up, you know, momentum.
It's the full
yeah. But that's just because I'm locked in at the moment. Like, it's just been a crazy time of year, the start of this year.
Been good,
Had a lot on.
Mixed breed.
Usually when I'm locked in, it'll be like 3 or 4 times a week training, and then eating, bro. Like I try to meal prep every Sunday.
Cool.
Sometimes it gets hard to like, you know, if I've got a busy weekend or schedule to like actually get something sorted. And if I don't, bro, I'll just like run like pre-made like my Muscle Chef meals or something. Like just a week lunch. But yeah, usually like I just run like weights more so. I probably do need to do a lot more cardio. Being completely,
it's like you've been skipping your cardio.
But yeah. Just been hitting weights, bro.
Yeah, cardio is not as fun.
Trying to eat clean.
Mixed breed 5K, bro.
It gets hard, bro, with when you're locked in. Like when I'm locked in, like with music, and you know, in like doing studio sessions, like putting on like events with mixed breed. Like it gets hard, but we get enough days in of movement, or try to anyway.
It is a full commitment. Those types of things.
I'll go through like phases. Like I'll be consistent for like 3 to 6 months, you know, like in regular, and I'll be like, like sweet. But then like there'll be a couple months where there'll be something on. You know, like I've got a wedding. My best mate's getting married. Start of March. So I've been organizing like the box. I've got a road trip down to Melbourne. We just had a mixed breed event, which I was helping the boys organize, which we sold out. That was you got the merch sorted for us. That merch was crazy.
Yeah. It's crazy.
So that was dope. Actually, we got the stickers in, bro.
Yeah. Show the fans
the stickers
right now. Fire.
Yeah, son.
Little mixed breed slaps.
Crazy.
Perfect. Yeah.
Yeah, the slaps, bro. We've been, they're all up around Coogee at the moment because that's where we got the studio.
That's dope.
But shout out to anyone. If anyone sees a mixed breed sticker, send a photo to me.
Send a photo in your freestyle, bro.
Pasquale.
Everybody send your freeze to Pasquale.
Yeah. Maybe I'll give you a little treat or something.
Yeah, you'll find something. Maybe cherry tomato.
But yeah, like I'll be consistent for like 3, 4, 5 months at a time, 6 months, and then I'll sort of slack off a bit because I'm like focused on something else. But I try to make sure that
every athlete has an off season as well, you know.
Yeah. What about yourself, bro? I know you do a lot of running in Milan and just hit the park.
Yeah.
Like you got to put chin ups and all that. Yeah.
Yeah. Usually, like if I'm like busy and I'm locked in, like I got the yoga mat next to me, like I'll just like boom, I'll find on YouTube like a 30-minute video of this. There's like a couple of people that I follow just like hit workouts, and I'll just smack out.
Actually, can you send me some of those, bro?
Yeah, I can send you my
for a while back, bro. I was doing some really good Pilates ones, and I'll do the same thing YouTube, and I would just like bust out like a 30-minute, 45-minute like sort of session. Yeah.
It's just a good motivator because it's like, you know, sometimes when you exercise, you know, you start to get tired, and if you got other things on your mind, like you'll be like, okay, I'm just gonna go and do these other things now. I kind of will do that, you know. So having this as like a timer, it's like I'm just gonna do it. It's 40 minutes, it's 50, whatever it is, but like I'm not gonna stop until it's done. Just gonna switch off my brain and just exercise. Like it's like, because then results come from that. It's like, you know, especially with these kind of workouts. So I send some through.
In a way, it's like meditation as well, bro. Because like meditation is, you know, being present. Like we just spoke about being present, bro. It's like, you know, switching off your mind and just being present, focused. Like on, you know, being present, bro. And like say workout is like that. It's like similar to meditation for a lot of people, bro. It's like all they have to do is switch off and just focus on that session. And it's like a good way to, like, if your mind is on so many different things, bro, to just be like, you know what, the next half an hour, the next hour, the only thing that matters in this whole world is just me locked in, and it's just me and whatever the workout you're doing, me and the bike, me and the weights, you know? And like, it's a good way to sort of, because people do get caught up. So it's another way to be present, bro. And then you can sort of think.
And like a lot of the time, it's like 30 minutes is not that long. It's like you can, you know, sometimes we're like, we might think our day is so packed because we've planned it and we got the timeline, but like it's a 30-minute pocket. And if you can just like lock in for 30 minutes and then like, if you got you kind of need a shower because it gets sweaty. So, you know, but you know, if you got the means, it's like just a quick 30-minute, 40-minute, you know. With some of my other things, you know, I might go for the walk and then like I'll do like a workout here, and then while I'm still hot, go for the walk, hit the chin-ups, and then walk it back, you know. But that's also just to like get out, because like I could easily also spend the whole day, you know, in here because I got the yoga mat. So just like pop a workout. I'm like, I just some food.
Go get some fresh air. The beautiful Italian scenery. Make the most of it while you're over there, you know.
So recently it's been raining, so it's been kind of easy to be.
No.
When it's a beautiful day, though, I'm always outside. But it's the weather's random here. It's kind of like it'll rain one day, and then the next day it's like pristine. You know, it's really really
bro,
weird.
That's like
Sydney.
It's actually, bro, it was like 30 degrees like a couple of days ago, and now it's like feels like it's winter. I'm sitting here in a hoodie. It's raining outside.
Random.
It is nice. It is nice and like cozy, bro. I got my tea that I had, you know, and I'm just like, we're just chatting it up. It's Sunday afternoon.
Not a lot beats cozy vibes, bro.
No. So especially as a producer for me, bro. Like me and Corey, we say it all the time. Like we love, like, especially him, he loves surfing. We love the beach, like the sun, like, and everything. But it gets to a point where we're like, bro, I just want I want a studio day, bro. I want to wake up and it's pouring outside and I got nothing to do except to work on my mixes. And,
that's always a great feeling.
Cook up some beats.
It's like a bear in a cave, dog. The best.
Oh shit.
What else do I got here? One thing I was thinking about
Yeah,
was like, what's the best? I actually wrote this because I was like, while I was doing a workout this morning, what was on the TV? One Piece. I don't know if you ever watched One Piece.
Oh yeah, that anime.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Like I haven't watched.
I've seen a couple episodes here and there, but no,
It's like
not
400
never really
something
been.
episodes.
Yeah.
Like, but let me double check how many episodes there are. But basically because the 1,155,
that's crazy,
bro. But I was like, I was watching it. It's like, I don't know. To me, it doesn't really make sense. I guess you got to like be a fan of that. Like I knew back in school, I had friends.
Yeah, I know.
So
I was more Adventure Time. You know, we've already had this discussion, bro.
Yeah. But yeah, like I mean, shout out to those animes because I'm watching One Piece and then I was like, what do you think is like the best anime like in terms of that as well? It can be Japanese or English of all time.
Yeah, honestly, I don't really watch a lot of anime.
But even what you feel,
but like say we talk cartoons as well. Cartoons. Like a TV show or movies?
Just like anime, cartoon, that art style, I mean, more of.
Bro, yeah. Like, I'm a sucker for Disney. Like Kung Fu Panda. Kung Fu Panda is the...
Okay, yeah.
Love Kung Fu Panda. Ratatouille, that's a goat movie too.
Yeah. I mean,
incredible. Go on. Like, bro, honestly, me and Corey have actually had like proper fucking like hour discussions over like the plots of like Kung Fu Panda. And like how Tai Lung is like the greatest like cinematic Disney villain of all time, bro. He's so goated. Like, yeah, Kung Fu Panda, those movies are crazy.
Yeah, those really were though. Actually, I remember as a kid like walking out of the cinema and being like, I don't know what I want to be when I grow up, but fucking Kung Fu Panda, bro. Something about that movie just told me that anything is possible.
Yeah, that's it, bro.
Yeah, and I think I remember crying when Master Oogway died, like the turtle, right?
Yeah, bro, that's crazy.
Heartbreak.
He just goes off in the peach tree, bro. He just turns to flower. Yeah,
goosebumps, bro.
Into leaves, into flowers. Yeah, flower petals. My brother actually, he's got this mad Master Oogway tattoo on his back.
Oh shit! So, bring him in here. Bring him in. Yeah,
I'll try and find it actually.
That's crazy. Master Oogway tattoo.
But yeah, in terms of actual animes, bro, like I've got a couple mateys who really fuck with them, like quite heavily. But I've never really sort of been into them.
I guess like
I like say for me, entertainment wise, I mean, I don't watch a lot of stuff anymore because all the spare time I've got is basically into making music. So like I don't really sit there and like watch a bunch of stuff. I do watch a lot of YouTube actually. And then but yeah, animes myself, not a lot, bro. What about yourself?
I've recently
did you have anything in
jamming to like? I mean, I obviously did the whole. I remember when I was younger, I committed and did the whole Simpsons from what I don't know what season they were up to. The time was maybe like
always
34. So I watched episode 1 all the way through to those seasons. You know, the later ones.
Yeah, crazy.
That was like for research. I was like, I remember like literally it was like that hour would come around. I'm like, it's time for me to fucking crunch some more Simpsons. You know, I'd have it on the laptop and I just crunch episodes because I'm like, this is like part of pop culture to me. You know, I want to understand this.
Yeah, 100%.
But from the younger age, you know, I used to watch like SpongeBob a lot. Like that was, I think like when I'm
you love yellow, hey.
Bro, for real. Yeah, hey, right. It's like everywhere in my world. And it's also like was all in the characters. And that's true. You know, I think it's really like, oh shit, there he is, bro. Master Oogway on my back, like
crazy.
Stanced out.
Yeah, bro.
Crazy back tattoo.
So it's
when he's out there doing chin-ups and shit. Punching him out. Fucking Master Oogway on his back, bro. Master Oogway. But I mean, then you know, Adventure Time came around and I was like, this show is really special, bro. You know, and it's hard to think about which show like had the biggest impact on me, because it's between like Adventure Time and SpongeBob, funnily enough, you know.
True.
Because like SpongeBob in the early seasons was like very weird and like very kind of like alternative. It's like there was random shit happening, like you didn't quite know what was going on, like it was kind of creepy, and I was like, you know. So, and then the same with Adventure Time, like I remember watching it and that as well. So, you know,
because it just Adventure Time as well, bro, it's just so random.
Oh, just later on, you know, it started to actually, the plot solidified, you know, and there was actually like a plot, you know, that I don't know if you watched the latest episode, the last episodes.
I mean, I watched a bunch when I was in high school.
Oh yeah.
Probably haven't seen high school, bro. So like 10 years.
True.
Yeah, I probably haven't watched it.
It could be worth watching the very last one. You won't make any sense, but like,
I do have a list of things I want to go through and like watch when I get time, bro.
Yeah, that's one of them.
Yeah, I'll definitely have to hit that up.
Yeah, because
do you remember I showed you that piece I did
of the Adventure
Time? In my little black.
Yeah. You had a bunch of Jake.
It was like it was like Jake the dog, and because I used to write Shady like back in the day, and it was like Jake the dog, and you know how he shapeshifts? It was like him shapeshifted into the letters, and like Finn's like sword, and like you got the Ice King like in the background and shit.
Yeah, you actually had a full piece, bro. It would be crazy to like do that piece like in real life. Like we could actually do that on a wall. It would be crazy.
That would be crazy. I don't know if I'd have the can skill for that, bro.
True, you could do something like just the fill-ins, you know. Yeah, there's always something like, you know, that
it was pretty crazy.
Yeah, it was a cool piece.
It was in the black book.
Yeah. But yeah, I guess like, you know, I think that was part of the reason why I was talking with anime, because it's like the way as a kid, like these things you would kind of use, and it would inspire you, but also it would kind of be like a cushion, you know. Like at the time, you know, I'm like depressed or like going through a phase. Like I just broke up with someone. It's like these shows were like there for me to like watch and feel that like things are going to be all right for whatever reason, you know, just by watching a show. So.
No, 100%. See, I feel like I was more with music. Music was more than visual.
Yeah.
It was like more listening.
We did top 5, but like, could you like do top
hip-hop. One for hip hop artist? It's like to say the most like this is not my favorite, but the most who had the most influence on me was probably A$AP Rocky. I would say A$AP Rocky, from just like the A$AP Mob street style back in like, I don't know if anyone knew like 2010, 2012, like Tumblr era, bro. Like just the street style and like the whole that like Supreme and like fucking other brands like that were always endorsed by like, you know, A$AP and like skating and, you know, street art and hip hop, like all those sort of brands like Huff, Supreme. I'm trying to think of a bunch of others, but like, you know, that was probably the most influential for me at the time. And that's just my age. I would have been, you know, 14, 15, 16. It's like, you're very influenced at that age as well. You're like sort of deciding what direction and what you actually enjoy doing instead of just participating in things that are put in front of you. You actually start to realize what you enjoy. And so yeah, I feel like definitely if I had to pick top one influential, it would have been A$AP.
Yeah, it's crazy to me that like you found him, because I feel like at that time, like even though my music exploration was kind of, I mean, it was still in the American, but I was kind of listening to like Gil Scott-Heron. Like, I guess it was really kind of random.
Yeah,
like
I don't know him.
True, yeah. My inspirations were kind of.
You Googling it?
Yeah.
Cool.
You maybe seen in Pieces of a Man. This album cover is pretty iconic, but he's got a few really great.
What sort of music is that?
It's like funk soul.
Soul, yeah.
Yeah.
I was probably listening to So there's feedback. It's tripping me out.
Oh, sorry. It's so weird how the feedback. I guess when I'm on there, it starts to crunch it a bit. There we go.
Yeah. I feel like I was like maybe the generation behind. Like I was more rap, hip hop, still like jazz, stuff like that.
Yeah,
but
yeah. And
Old West, Rakim, a lot of New York artists, Nas, Mobb Deep.
Yeah. Yeah. And like, I mean, for me, like Journey, if you know that group as well, like,
Journey, no.
Yeah. Like some more of the, I guess, like almost a Pink Floyd kind of group. My inspiration was really rock, I guess, like early on, like Linkin Park and that as well. I remember like, having Linkin Park on my headphones and running it. We lived in a cul-de-sac at that time, and I still do actually, but we lived in a cul-de-sac, and I would like run around the cul-de-sac, like just jamming a Linkin Park, just like doing laps of the cul-de-sac. So I didn't even care about the neighbors. I was like, "Fuck it, bro, I don't care." Just like running around doing loops in the cul-de-sac, jamming a Linkin Park. One time I got run over actually by our next door neighbor. Even
shit!
I was, you know, that song that's like, "Oh, Black Betty, bam a lamb, oh, Black Betty." Yeah. Well, I was listening to that riding with my bike, and then they put a hit on me, bro. She backed out. She backed out, and like the next thing I know, I'm like underneath the car, like the bike's like this, and I'm like looking at the exhaust, and I'm like, "What the fuck happened, bro?" I'm listening to Black Betty. It was crazy, dude. It was crazy. I mean, I was okay. Like, I wasn't wearing a helmet. But it was because, you know, they were old. So I guess, you know, they're not capable of doing the, you know.
Yeah, and you had headphones in too, bro.
Shoulder check. So I had my headphones in. I got Black Betty playing on full volume on the iPod, you know. And then she fucking, backs out. She's like, "Oh my God," I was freaking out. And I was like, I'm like, "I'm okay." Like run inside and shit. Mom's like, "What happened?" I'm like, "I got hit by a car." She's like, "What are you talking about? You got hit by a car, you fucking idiot." I'm like, "Yeah, I almost died with Black Betty." Yeah. But so music for me as well actually was.
What iPod did you have?
Bro, I had the iPod, there's the Nano or the orange. Well, I had a couple actually. I had the original one, which was just the white one.
The shuffle? The Nano?
Was it the shuffle?
Nano. I had the one with the screen, the Nano.
The Nano was the screen one, and then there was also like, let me find it here. I'll do it on my phone so we don't get a glitch out. Oh, the Nano was
run it real quick. Type it up.
Wait, this one.
Oh yeah, cold.
This was the one I had the longest.
Yeah.
And then Dad had like he had the actual, what is it? Dad had this one.
Yeah, I had that one too.
Yeah, that was the old,
yeah,
that was a guess.
Had that somewhere.
He probably doesn't have enough gigabytes to even store your. Back in the day, remember they had like 5 gigabytes. You could have 2 albums on there before they maxed out.
Now I export one WAV file and it's like 32 gigabytes. Not gigabytes, megabytes.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's crazy now. But this was the first one I had actually. I did have like.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, the OG, and I remember it coming out.
See what music I had on there because I used to. I torrented so much music back then, bro.
Yeah.
Like Wu-Tang, like every single individual Wu-Tang member's albums. Like I remember, bro. So A$AP Rocky's Long Live A$AP album, crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Kendrick Lamar, Good Kid, Mad City. That album was insane too.
Yeah, that album was one that I had on CD, and I remember like driving back like from Sydney and like just having that. I just put that album. It would end, and I just play it again, and it would be it's flawless, bro. It's the perfect album.
Yeah. No.
Yeah,
that's what. Bro, actually, perfect albums, bro. Because I think Dr. Dre's 2001.
Yeah.
Bro, there hasn't been a perfect album since then until Kendrick Lamar's Good Kid, Mad City came along.
Yeah, that's true. That is true, yeah.
There are a lot of dope albums out there, but I'm talking like proper just curated, and it's like it's telling a story as well. Like you've got those interludes that are part of the song and part of the music, and all those bridges and breakdowns and everything that like but not just like annoying, like it's actually intriguing and interesting. Like you memorize those parts and you're like, oh bro, what's the song where it comes on at the start and it's like, oh, give me back my motherfucking dominoes, you know, like
give me back my dominoes, mama.
Shit, man. It's like because a lot of artists they do like a lot of artists they do put in like interludes and stuff, but they just get skipped over because it's like whatever.
If they're not like, I think it's all like the timing as well. Like I guess if it's not an artist that you might want the interlude or you might expect it from, but like Kendrick at that time as well, it was like cinema. It's like listening to a movie.
Literally, bro. Yeah, 100%.
But another album that I feel like, when did Dre's 2000 come out? It was in the 2000s, right?
2000 and it was called 2001, but I think it was like 90 something.
99. It was 1999.
Yeah.
There were a lot of bangers, bro, 1999, to be honest, because you also had like, that was Mos Def, like Black on Both Sides, which is another really, really strong album, bro. From you know, OG rap. And then like you had The Roots dropped a really great album 1999, which was All Things Fall Apart. Pharoah Monch, like in 1999 he dropped Internal Affairs. Like this, the turn of the century, it had a lot. I guess because people put the work.
I feel like when I listen to music a lot too, bro, like I go on, I try to find artists and I try to play albums. Like I'll play through albums. I'll be like, say I'll pick some out like Mos Def or whatever. I'll be like, oh, let me pull up an album I might not have listened to in ages. Like that's how I listen to a lot of my music. Like I'll just actually listen to artists' albums and I'll like listen from start to finish and try to like understand their process and like what they've, you know, appreciate the production quality of it. Yeah, that's how I play a lot of. Obviously, that there are, you know, playlists and stuff that I'll.
Yeah, you got the shuffle playlist as well.
Yeah, 100%. But I do enjoy like listening to like entire albums, entire projects.
Yeah, I agree, and like I remember
listen to as well. You know, the artist curated it in that way.
Yeah. It's like how it's intended. So you know, it just makes sense to do that. It's funny how we do that as well, though. Like how we do.
We got to run it. Sorry.
We do like playlists and stuff. Like we've like always done, or even the artists of like an artist that I listen to a lot. Been following him recently is Supermodel, and he just dropped
you got me onto him,
bro. I swear to God, he's gonna be huge.
Shout out to Supermodel. Actually.
Yeah, shout out Supermodel because he just dropped Cupid, this radio edit on SoundCloud, which is something that, you know, OG hip, you know, used to be in hip hop, especially, well, probably only hip hop, but they used to do that. Like I remember Tyler dropping like a radio edit, you know, and he was like live on. He's like, yo, listening to, we're gonna fuck this shit up, and you know, he would be on there and then introduce the song and play it. Like a radio edit is something that people don't really do much anymore, and it was really cool.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, I fuck with that. That's actually a mad idea, bro. I might use that.
It's really good, bro. It's just like it's all one, you know, like how he uploaded it. It's just one long thing, and it's real cinematic, but it's cool. You know, he had his homies on there, and you know, you might call up a G and just like get him to drop just a bar or something on the radio show. It's like it's really cool. I think, you know. So
man.
That's
a good idea, actually. I'll keep that in the back pocket,
bro, because you never know when you need to call me up for the radio show.
Yeah, for the radio show, live on air. Yeah, live on Since We Last Spoke radio edit.
Yeah, that's fire. The Since We Last Spoke radio.
Craziness.
Yeah,
maybe we'll cut this and we'll use this as a little interlude on the album, bro.
It'd be fire. Yeah. We could definitely cut it because it'll be saved on YouTube and on Substack, so I'll be able to like edit it as such.
Yeah, cool.
But
Maybe
yeah,
we'll do another episode later on, more towards me releasing.
Well,
And
we'll do one with Corey, bro. Be really nice.
Yeah, Corey as well. Yeah, and we'll cut something up, and we'll take a snippet. We'll just let the conversation go, and we'll cut some like snippet out. That'll be cool. Fuck with
it'll
that
be
idea.
fire. I mean, even maybe we could listen to a track if it's all right with you.
Yeah, bro, most definitely. Yeah, because I'll have a few singles out by that time, and then I'll play some unreleased, bro, from like the album when it's like ready. Yeah. Maybe we'll play the tracks that you're on as well, bro.
That would be fire for the people,
like,
bro.
I think you're on three maybe.
That's crazy. Yeah.
So
I'd be amazed with even just one. It's great to have some music out there.
Yeah, bro. I still got to get to mixing. I've just been doing a lot of recording. People,
we got priorities.
I know that the tracks are there, so I'm like, all I got to mix them. But at the moment, I'm trying to like collect. I'm trying to like record and like make beats and get things sorted. So when I got everything like mad, okay, now I can get to the proper mixing stage.
That's it. All good things come with time, bro.
That's it, bro. Wait, one thing I was actually going to say before, bro. We should kick back sometime when you're around and listen to a few records.
100%.
Yeah. Have you been? You find any good records over in Italy? You've been delving into any crates?
I have a few. Yeah, I went to a really great spot, bro. It was just the most OG spot. Like, you know, this woman owns the shop, and it's like the most famous sort of underground spot. True. Like, she had vinyl everywhere. We did so much vinyl, bro. I did so much vinyl. I was like, this is crazy. I can't even look. I'll be here all day. And like really dope spot. So I need to go back there before I leave. But so I have been to a few. There's a few really good shops around, actually. Vinyl is kind of in the, you know.
Bring a couple back, bro, and we can play them.
Yeah, I definitely have a couple.
I haven't heard those ones I got for you from Japan, bro. Like, I don't even know how they sound. You said they sound pretty eat.
They're pretty dope, bro.
Yeah, I literally just pulled them out and go, bro, this cover art looks sick. There's one with like a samurai on it, bro.
Fucking samurai, dog. It's crazy.
I was like, I don't know what this is, but it's
If I see anything with a samurai on the cover, I'm gonna listen. Like, I don't care what it is. Like, it could be anything. Like a freaking cheese packet. The cheese has got the samurai on it. That's got to be the craziest Japanese style cheese ever. So, damn, bro. We've been chopping it. We've been chopping it, bro. We almost at the 2-hour mark. Might have to let you go. What do you feel?
Yeah. You got anything else on your agenda, bro?
Today, actually, I'm linking with there's a homie who shoots, and we've been thinking about starting like a production company.
Cool.
Like something like that. That does
video? Like video media sort of stuff.
Yeah, he shoots video media. Like, because we were like, you know, like this. So many ideas can come from anything, you know. Like, you take like a San Pellegrino bottle, and you're like, what's a way that like we can make this appear in a way that it's never appeared before, you know? So like something that's cinematic, something that's captivating, I think, you know. And so we're shooting today. I have a couple outfits. I'm going to bring in a little briefcase, and you know, we're going to go hit like he'll hit the gym park, and then we'll go and like shoot some content.
Yeah, cool.
For him to edit. So
heavy. That's mad.
Yeah, I'm like, we're out here, you know, like you said, like you're here, kind of enjoy it. What's that
name for it?
For the project? Oh, we have a couple names in mind for the actual the production company. We're thinking one of them is like the ARC, the ARC.
Yeah,
it's cool. I also came up with one called Velvet Rouge Productions.
That's pretty sick. Yeah,
and then I had another one that's just like the production company, but that one was taken by a brand in Australia.
That would be sort of hard to run with.
Yeah, I really liked the production company because I'm like, it's kind of real simple. It's like, but funnily enough, there's an Australian company that's got it. So
true. Yeah.
At the moment, we're kind of leaning towards the ARC, like the ARC.
The ARC. It sounds like either a Halo fucking ship or like a Halo mission or a nightclub, bro.
Yeah. That's why I kind of like it. I was like, damn, bro, we'll make it both. A fucking nightclub ship.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, it's like a Halo mission, or bro, it's like a game. It's like a fucking lounge, bro, where you drink cognac, smoke cigars, and play Halo, bro.
That's crazy. That's crazy. That's the kind of lounge you want ounces, bro. People wouldn't want to leave.
That's like when you're a grandpa, bro. Like that's gonna be like, oh, that's grandpa's his little lounge, bro. And it's like just a fucking mad setup.
Yeah.
Just cognac and play Halo.
The millennials pool room is like just fucking got all the it's like a pool room you actually want to go to.
Yeah.
You know, like your uncle's I guess generationally pool rooms have changed. Like your uncle's pool room, you know, pool table, like alcohol and like, you know, trophies and shit, memorabilia. Like the millennials pool rooms is like vapes, like a mini pool table and like fucking every console, like retro console, like
in existence, bro.
That's like
the LAN party setup, bro.
Bro, LAN party, we got to hit like a mixed breed multiplayer, mixed breed versus, and then in a lobby, other people can join, but it's us versus the fans and shit. That would be crazy.
That's on, bro.
And if it's like eventually, like, imagine doing like a leaderboard thing. It's like you have a leaderboard and shit. It's like
that's
the
cold,
fans
bro.
win. It'd be fire, bro. It's a fire idea.
We'll look it up. We got heaps of ideas, bro. We'll do a big brainstorm.
Yeah,
because I got so many ideas that I want to do for content and like and everything as well. So
I mean, even shooting in Studio Killer. Shout out Adam at Studio Killer, but doing
shout out Adam Saunders.
Like a full couch cast of since we last spoke. It'd be crazy.
Set up some cameras. And we can do like a both, bro. We can do like a LAN session plus podcast plus. Yeah. Since we last spoke, bro, like Halo, we do a fucking playthrough, bro. We'll play like the entirety of like Halo 1 or something.
Yeah, I'd love to do that.
Some of those cats, bro, like I know we'll wrap up soon, but like, bro, I've been watching on YouTube like those dudes who do the speed runs, like Halo speed runs.
Bro.
Those are insane, man. They're like, it's
crazy.
It'll be like legendary, and that like every spot, like I don't know how they work out that they can get through walls and like they time shit perfectly, like throwing a grenade so they can like do these crazy jumps and
it's insane. Wild. It's actually like I remember watching at that time. It was the world record for the Halo CE, the original, the first one. And like just the tricks that they would do, because we would play the game as well and be like, we're trying to get like, you know, speed running and at that time, but watching it and just the tricks that they're doing to get through these parts, it's funny, right? Because like, it's like in a level, you got like this community of speedrunners. And then amongst the community are people who are like pushing the, you know, the ingenuity, like the inventors and shit, you know? And then it's like, for one part of a level, this one section of a level, there's a whole community dedicated to this one like glitch, you know?
How can we make that glitch faster, or how do we achieve it?
100 people, and they're like dedicated to this part of the level. That's like how if you jump at this time, crouch, you can glitch through the wall. And then it's such a fun, it's a cultural thing. It's crazy, the speedrunning culture.
It's crazy, bro. But it's mad because, like, obviously I don't do a lot of gaming nowadays, but that was also a big thing, like, for me growing up. Like, I loved, like, Halo and, like, RuneScape and, like, gaming and stuff, bro. So, like, it's just, like, a fun way to, like, rewatch, like, some shit. Like, I'll be doing some work or something and I'll have it on in the background and just look up and watch this cat go through this level in, like, 5 minutes that used to take me, like, you know, half an hour, and you're like, fuck.
Yeah. It's a great way to like watch a whole video game in an hour.
And like be like a nostalgic feel, bro.
Yeah, for real. I had to stop watching like Lego Star Wars, the complete saga, just like game information videos, because it's right here on my laptop, but I don't have a controller. So I'm like,
so you get excited to play and then you can't play.
And I'm also like, I don't want to watch it because I want to be able to play it and have it like still the new experience.
Yeah.
So
you
I'm like, bruh, I'll find it. Like
we got to
controllers around.
Bro.
Yeah. We got to figure out.
I want to verse you in the pod race, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy. There was, bro, in one of those OG games, actually, it was the Complete Saga. I don't know which version, but it had like a dual mode. Like, you'd go in and you versus another person, and you pick your duel, like Anakin and Obi-Wan, and you duel on a map and pick the map.
That's sick.
It was crazy. I remember me and a friend.
Pod race or lightsaber battle?
Lightsaber was lightsaber battle, yeah.
Yeah, mad.
Yeah. The pod race one, I don't know if you can verse each other, but you can still do it, like the duo.
Sick.
Yeah, but yeah, bro, shout out to fucking Lego Star Wars, the Complete Saga, bro.
Yeah,
absolutely.
But yeah, we'll list them down 100%, bro. Halo and Lego Star Wars. That's happening, bro.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Fresh.
Anyways, I'll leave you to it, my man.
Bro, always a blessing.
Take care. Connect soon. I
100%.
hope everyone's enjoyed this episode. I mean, like, they unfortunately missed out on 2 previous episodes. Oh, I just lost you, bro.
Oh, really?
Playing something?
Am I alive still?
Yeah, that's better. Yeah.
Okay, true. Yeah, I had the music and me doesn't work. Yeah, we kind of touched on some of the similar things, but we'll be back next time with Corey Corner.
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah. That'll be exciting.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, peace out, bro. Stay
Pasquale.
Safe. Enjoy Italy. Go get a cannoli.
Gonna find some cheese.
Some fromage.
You're gonna play us out, bro.
Send me this song.
I'll send it actually. Peace, bro.
Serious funds. I was busy chasing drugs. Depressed as a bitch, white cuz. Hit me at 3, hit me at 11 past me. 8 the interference, my G. Hit me at 1, hit me with that blue list tongue. Hit me with that pussy A1. Hit me, it's done. No Bondi, no sun. Hop on the train, get gum. Serious funds. I was busy chasing drugs. Depressed as a bitch, white cuz. Hit me at 3, hit me at 11 past me. Hate the interference, my G. Hit me at 1, hit me with that blue list tongue. Hit me with that pussy A1. Hit me, it's done. No Bondi, no sun. Hop on the train, get gum. Serious funds. I was busy chasing drugs. Depressed as a bitch, white cuz. Hit me at 3, hit me at 11 past me. Hate the interference, my G. Hit me at 1, hit me with that blue list tongue. Hit me with that pussy A1. Hit me, it's done. No Bondi, no sun. Hop on the train, get gum. Serious funds. I was busy chasing drugs. Depressed as a bitch, white cuz. Hit me at never. Except when your X-Man's out. Wouldn't wanna see your X-Man down. This is Southwest Liverpool, Campbell Town.
What's up? What's good? That was Since We Last Spoke with the one and only, the great and powerful Adam Pasquale. He's a great producer. He's produced some tracks for me, and personally a very, very close friend of mine. Absolutely amazing creative. He's been a big supporter. He's bought art from me. He's bought merch. When I'm designing. Pardon me, I just had to sneeze. Bought merch, just a day one, and always have such great conversations with him. So again, huge thank you to Pasquale. Shout out to you for tuning in to Since We Last Spoke. I really hope you enjoyed. And this was a great one. Going to play out with some Threatnique. Once again, shout out to Threatnique. Shout out to Adam Pasquale. I'm Zeke the Kid, your host. This is Since We Last Spoke.